ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the C.D. Racoola Show. I, of course, am your most humble host, C.D. Racoola. Today we'll be summoning up a demon of an episode from the pits of hell itself as we look at the 1994 film Night of the Demons 2. Oh, you already know that I love me some 90s horror. You know it, baby! I'm sure many of you who follow this show are saying to yourself, this dummy of a vampire hasn't even done an episode on the original 1988 Night of the Demons film. Why did he skip it and go to Night of the Demons 2? Well, I would like to offer you a sane explanation for why I'm doing the Night of the Demons 2 first, but, honestly, I just liked it. I liked this one the most in the whole Night of the Demons franchise. The funny thing about this sequel film is that it went straight to video. It never was up on the big screen, and I personally think it's better than the original. Now, how many can boast that the second straight-to-video film is better than the original? I mean, come on. Not that many, that's for sure. You have to admit out there. So, if you're asking why I'm starting with the sequel instead of the original, that's why. And also, I'm an immortal vampire and do what I want. Thank you very much. This film is set 6 years after the original film, and the funny thing is that it starts in the exact same place. The abandoned mortuary known only as Hull House. Hull House is a place where the original demon was accidentally released in that first original film, and it's the spot where all the kids go back to party down in this film. That's where the trouble begins, as Angela is released and starts raising all kinds of hell. Oh boy, Angela is quite the looker, isn't she? She's the demon who haunts the Night of the Demon franchise and was said to have been taken down, body and soul, to hell, where she sits on Satan's lap as his favorite. Ooh. Now let me ask you this. Of the 3 Night of the Demons films and the remake in 2009, what version of Angela is your favorite? One of the reasons I chose this film to do was that I thought her look in the Night of the Demons 2 to be the best. Look at Angela in Night of the Demons 3. Oh my goodness, that's just terrible. Of course I like Night of the Demons 2 better. It had a pretty good cast in this film, with Amelia Kincaid playing the demonic Angela in all 3 of the Night of the Demons films. Christine Taylor was also in this film, playing the role of Terry. Christine Taylor was in The Craft. Remember her in The Craft? She's losing her hair. I have to review The Craft. I have to. Let me jot a quick note to myself here. Then I'll get back to the Night of the Demons here. Note to self, review The Craft, and don't forget to close the attic window. It's starting to get a little drafty up there. It's kind of strange because I heard something bumping around. Oh, we must have mice or something. Anyway, moving on. Okay, back now to Night of the Demons 2, shall we? This film had haunted lipstick. Haunted lipstick. I mean, come on. Maybe the first time I've ever seen haunted lipstick. I think it turned into a snake at one point. Kind of strange. Anyway, you'll definitely have to check that out. You gotta check out the haunted lipstick. This franchise is notorious for being very sexualized, and certainly this film is no different, with its fair share of nudity and gore. So maybe send the kiddies to their room for this one. Some intense scenes of gore for sure, and I didn't hate it one bit. A funny thing about this movie is the fake teeth that the actors are wearing are so intense that sometimes when they're talking, you can tell that they're like really struggling to speak through their false, scary fangs. Oh, just a big old mouthful of rubber teeth. Oh, I'm not hating on it. Don't say that. Don't get your panties in a bunch. In fact, I'm loving the use of special practical effects in this film. It makes it so much more real to me. How about the scene where Angela is a snake monster, though? Pretty cheesy, but still fun. I still think, actually, you know what? That's a good way to describe this whole film in general, actually. Pretty cheesy, but still fun. So, if you are wanting to watch one of these Night of the Demon films, I highly suggest, in my own humble opinion, to start with film number 2, as it definitely flies under the radar as a really solid horror film, in my opinion. It is for that reason that I am going to give it some slightly above average marks on the old scarometer. Just the look of Angela, if anything. She was great. Let's take one more look at her. Okay, I'd like to take this time to thank you for joining me here on the C.T. Racoola Show, and if you could return from the pits of hell to press the subscribe button and, I don't know, maybe share an episode with some scary-minded friends of yours, I would let you go right back to what you were doing, shoveling coal into Satan's furnace or whatever for Angela. Please join me next episode of the show as I take a look at the seed of Chucky. Oh, I can't wait to see what that little red-headed ball of hate is up to next episode. So, till next time, my little blood bags, word of advice. If you're going to throw a little party for your friends, maybe, just maybe, don't do it at Hull House. Maybe rent out a Dave & Buster's or something. Maybe rent a back room out at Chili's. I don't think they have any demonic baby back ribs, but you never know. Either way, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.